Hey everyone, how you going? Today I wanted to talk into the topic of mantras in meditation. And I've been sort of pondering on what I want to say about it. I can kind of go into a bit of a description about, the basis of it and the different types of mantras, but I probably wanted to talk more into my personal experience of it really and how it's impacted my meditation and how I feel about it, and then encourage you to try some different types of mantras within your meditation practice. I was gifted my mantra 28 years ago, and I received it as a real gift, and I think, a personalized mantra when it gets given to you is especially if it's given to you in a ceremony, in which it's, really stated how important it is, and the respect around it. Certainly that's how I was delivered my mantra. Subsequently, that mantra has evolved, and I've been re-gifted several other mantras from my teacher, since 28 years ago, and as I have evolved as a meditator, then there's the mantra has evolved. And that for me can only be given to me by my teacher. And because of the relationship that we have, and so it's very personal, and it is just for me, and it's something that I have surrendered somewhat to my teacher as to my readiness, and my level of readiness I have somewhat handed over to her, for her to sense within me whether I'm ready. It's not something that I'm trying to consciously attain, is another mantra or another rung up the evolved ladder. It's not something that how do I get to the top of the ladder? It's something that is just, I guess, it's a state of being and a state of presence, and as you evolve and as you grow through your life, you have different experiences, and your meditation changes, and you grow and evolve, and when the time is right, then certainly from the way that I came into meditation and having a teacher like that, and having that kind of mantra, which was a mantra based around transcendental meditation, so TM. The Vedic practices also have a mantra attached to them, one which is handed down. So these type of mantras are, it come down from the lineage of teachings from my teacher's teacher and their teacher's teacher. So that's why it's kind of precious and something which you keep close, and it's very personal. And when people have asked me, what's your mantra, I don't respond. I tell them I can't, or I'm not willing to respond to that question, because my mantra is something for me. It is something that I hold very close and very deep personal connection with, and it's very what's the word I'm looking for? Well, I probably already said it. It's probably the most priceless possession that I own, is that it's a deep connection within me. It connects me to my teacher, and it connects me to the lineage of the teachings before her, and so I feel like I'm deeply connected to the lineage and to the teachings that I've learned, and I'm feel that I'm only ever at the very beginning of all of that, and So that's my personal experience with my mantra. However, there are like beautiful universal mantras which everyone can do, and I equally do sometimes, is change to do different mantras. And there's the well-known Om mantra, which is such a beautiful thing to do every now and again, is to incant Om to yourself again and again and again, whether it's internally said or whether it's externally vibrated. Either way is a beautiful thing. So that is, I was just looking actually at a video just before, getting some, I guess, sense of how I wanted to project this or what I wanted to say. And I was watching Sadhguru, and if you haven't watched Sadhguru, beautiful man to watch, and the way he's so present when he speaks. But he was talking about using the word Om in your mantra and in your meditation, and how powerful it is, and how it comes through you. It comes from deep within your pelvis and comes out of your mouth, and I love the sense of that, is that coming through here, and it comes up and it comes out, and it comes from here and it comes up and it comes out when you're doing the word Om. And he actually, the way he says it, doesn't sound like Om, like O-M. It actually sounds like and when and I might actually put the video in there as well so you can see what I mean. But he talks into this being a very healing, very centering practice, and so it's worthwhile watching that video, because it'll give you a real different sort of sense of the vibration and energy of in which he incants. But it's very much about your intention as to what you're looking, to experience, and what you'd like to bring into your vibration and into your energy. So, there's mantras that are around peace, like inner peace and world peace. So, Om Shanti Om is a mantra that is a very well-known universal, peace. Like Shanti is a word which means peace. There's also another one which is Om Mani Padme Hum, which is like, once again, if it's repeated, Om Mani Padme Hum, and that represents the jewel within the lotus. And it's about wisdom and incanting compassion. And so you can deep dive this stuff, and I really encourage you to try it, experience it. There's So Hum as well as a mantra. So rather than me sort of, going into this is what it means, this is why you should do it, I really think that you should hop in there, have a look at a couple of YouTube videos. I'll put a couple of links with some of the main sort of universal mantras for you to try. So I'll probably put in there, Om Shanti Om, an Om, a So Hum, and an Om Mani Padme Hum, and then have a look at the meanings behind it. And then when you have an opportunity just before sort of playing the guided, just take a moment to experience or to be in, so if you're doing the Om Shanti Om, which is about tranquility and peace, then maybe just taking a moment to experience that first prior to it landing, so that you can, feel into the intention of it before doing it. But just coming back to my own experience within mantra is that I've generally done it internally, and done my own mantra and repeated it internally. But when I've said it and vibrated it deeply, outwardly, it's got a whole nother level of power. It really does. And I think that I keep mine internal a little bit because the external vibration of doing this work is so powerful. It really has unlocked me several times emotionally, and where I just on several occasions when I've been in a place to really deeply vibrate into mantra, whether it's my own or whether it's a universal one like Om, when I've done it out loud and I've done it for a long time, it has unlocked a lot of emotion. And the next day I've often just found myself weeping for no reason at all. I don't know why I'm weeping, but obviously releasing something. So it has a very deep vibrational, energetic nature to it, which unlocks things and unblocks things. And you may not know yet what it is unblocking, but it is doing something and doing something really healing, because at the end of not only of doing the meditation do I feel really moved, but at the end of the next day of having emotional unblocking, sometimes it's exhausting, but it's also very clearing. And so it's doing some deep work there. So I really encourage you to play with this, experience it, go into it and be open around it. So so there's a little bit of my experience with mantra and my own personal mantra, and talking a little into the experience of mantra. And I guess probably the last thing that I would mention is, I think doing a mantra does help me in many ways anchor myself within the meditation, as opposed to just focusing maybe on breath or my experience of my body, or so it does have this powerful ability to engage me in a deeper state and hold me down there at a deeper level. I kind of want to say powerfully, but I don't want to say powerfully. So I would just say deeply, and and that sort of vibration and those sort of things. I feel less distracted and more in the meditation when I'm doing mantra meditation. So that's the other benefit, is that it probably provides an opportunity to go deeper and to stay deeper and to be less distracted, and so acts as a little bit of an anchor within the meditation as well. So there's that benefit as well. So anyway, these are just my experiences with mantra, that I've been given. So I encourage you to let me know what your thoughts are around mantra and your experiences and what you've had, or if you haven't experienced before, when you try it, let me know. Okay, ciao.